Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down after a good gain. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
They go play action here on first down. Harris has it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So the offense has it first and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Mahomes will try again on second down. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Mahomes to throw once more. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Butker now to kick this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Fournette, a first down carry. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Let's face it, 2nd and 1. Playbook's wide open, isn't it? I feel like you can do just about anything. But after that, now you're 3rd and 3. I think the playbook has shrunk because now I think you're almost locked into throwing the football.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Try to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Leonard Fournette. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Trubisky. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get.
Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And coming out now, the Broncos. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On is the punter King to send it away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 2nd down following the run. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Von Miller from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And able to find Conley. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Now Mahomes giving to Ware on the draw. And some room to roam now. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football. 2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads. Took him right. Off his feet at the 23. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Trubisky to throw on second. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. On second down, here's Fournette. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's brought down. Denver has the 1st down. The play going for 15 yards.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're
feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 54 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 3rd down, it's Meyer. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. And Denver getting set to take the field. They begin with a run by Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now it's Trubisky. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now Trubisky on first down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Play action. It's Trubisky. And his throw here is incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Trubisky. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly. And
incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Broncos on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again, it's Fournette. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Walker with a grab, left side. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Brandon, that's a tough guy right there. He knew that was going to happen. In other words, he had to absorb that hit. How about him securing the football, turning the legs a little bit, and gaining what he needed for a first down?
Well, that's the deal. On third down, these guys, they know where the sticks are. He obviously knew right there.
And if you want to be a dependable third down receiver, you've got to be willing to absorb those types of hits and make those sort of plays.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Broncos on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one 28 yards on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Time running out here on the play clock. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. And this one through the uprights and good. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Here we go.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
running right. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now they try the right side here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Play clock winding down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Welcome back now to Denver. And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And incomplete. Probably should have had that one, but with the game he's having tonight, maybe they'll let it go.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. And the play clock's running down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Shaquille Barrett with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy is going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Fournette on the counter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third down, Fournette. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Trubisky will throw. Now he's forced out right. Now Trubisky lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And they're not able to convert on fourth down.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That good for 19 and a first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Mahomes now to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Let's go.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Conley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Running left, it's Fournette. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15.
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even in mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm begging at one of my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models. This is smiling in my grave.